Hey, thanks for tuning into our review channel. Today we're talking about how to change your hinges. So these hinges here are old-fashioned outside mount hinges, and we're going to change it with these type of hinges here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're going to change these out, and we're going to put these nice European hidden hinges in. Let's go. So changing hinges on cabinets. So if you have an old set of cabinets and you want to change your hinges, so what do you have to do? So these are old-fashioned type of hinges, outside mount hinges you can see here, paint's chipping off, and we want to change these hinges. So how do you do it? So a couple things you need to do is that we want to change them to the new type of hinge, which is just a European hinge or a hidden hinge that we call it. So this is the type of hinge we're looking at. This is a soft close version of a hinge. You can get regular, soft close, all different types. So I'll leave some links down below where you can see what kind of fits your cabinet, but they pretty much work on all cabinets. So this is again an old cabinet, not new, outside mount hinge. So what you need to know is just most of these cabinets are a half-inch overlay. So what does that mean? That means the cabinet sits inside the box here, at least a half-inch from the inside of this cabinet. So how to see? Let me open this up so you can see. So it sits in a half-inch here. You can see the hinges here. You can see how it sits and mounts inside here. So this cabinet sits in a half-inch. You can see that. So when it closes, it's a half-inch gap. So it hangs over. So you can see there, roughly a half-inch. So that will be that cabinet. So we're going to change this hinge out. It'll sit here and you won't see the hinges at all. It'll be perfect, and it'll be really kind of nice and just clean. And that's how the new style looks today. And I'll show you this one here. So what it looks like, we have another cabinet that is done over. Okay, and we have another hinge over here. So we're going to be drilling out 4 of these. Okay, so I did replace this cabinet a while ago. It doesn't have the hinge. You can see here. So this is the exact same cabinet with the hinge inside. I'll show you the hinge so you can see it. So here's the hinge. So this is what it's going to look like when we're done. We're going to drill it out just like this, and we're going to replace it with this hinge right here. Just like you see, it's going to be exact. It's going to fit perfect. We're going to drill this out. I'm going to show you how to drill it and how to change these out, so you can do it yourself. Don't be afraid. Just take your time and go slow. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's get to it. Don't forget, this is a half-inch overlay, so check your odds, do the measurements, and see. But most of them I find are a half-inch, but it depends what you have. Okay, let's get to the drill. Okay, guys, so the first thing we'll do is take off the door. So you got 2 center holes here, and these exactly have center holes right here. So we're going to actually match them up so they actually match up from hole to hole. And I'll show you this little tool you can purchase, and I'll show you how that works. It's real simple to do, real easy. We're going to take it off, and basically you need this here. Comes with a template, comes with the drill, comes with a special bit that makes the exact hole that works exactly for this. So it's real easy. It's set up real simple. It has a guide. I'll show you how the guide works. We'll do that, and we'll drill these out. All you do is take off these hinges. We'll take it to the workshop, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so we're down in the workshop, and I have the cabinet laid out on a nice piece of soft cloth. This was dark brown. I actually painted it black. A nice satin black worked out well. I sprayed it, sanded it down, so that's kind of cool. So it makes it look more modern. But I want to change the hinges. So the hinges, you have to drill them out, and you have to kind of sort of be in here like this, just like you see here. So we're going to drill it out with this drill. My drill and a special bit and a template to do it out. I got some drills if I need to pilot hole, which you probably should do that. You don't want to crack the wood. A couple of little pilot holes to get it going, and we'll set that in and we'll get that going. So let's get going and just get this drilled out. So first thing you want to do is remove the old screws. These come right out pretty easy. These are the 3 old screws. This will come right off. You can see here. So what you want to do is you want to follow the same configuration. So this is the center of the other where the hinge sits. Okay, so this is the hinge, and this is the other side of the hinge. So you can see here. Okay, so this is on the door, this is on the actual frame itself, and that's what holds the door on. What we want to do is we want to match it up so it's somewhat in the same exact area as much as possible. So the door will be kind of hung evenly. So we'll put those screws to the side. Let's open up our package, our kit here. And let's see what we got. So here's a template like I was telling you. So this template will show you where it's going to go. So it's hard to see. The template, get a better angle here so you can see with the light. You can see here, it gives you a little guide, a center guide, and a circle. So you can kind of see where your hole is going to go. So you want to go between these 2 holes, okay, in the center. That's kind of how you want to do it, because if you look at the hinge lines up exactly like that. So you want to kind of go in the center of your 2 holes here, or center of this hole. So that way you get an idea of a guide. You want to kind of put it in the center of that, which actually works perfect right here because it gives me a guide. Here's the hole here. Here's the center. I drill a hole right between the middle here and drill it right out, and you'll see how that works. in the center. I'm just going to drill a small little hole for the guide. That's that. So that is the center. You can see here. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. And then we'll use our drill, our bit here, special bit. You make short work out of it. Now, just have to be very careful. Do not go all the way through. You have to go slow with this, okay? Because it's only a 1/2 inch. You have to go down deep. You can't go too deep. See how shallow that is? You want to just go deep enough so it sits flush inside the cabinet. So you got to be careful. You don't want to drill all the way through, and you can very easily. So just really go slow with it. Take your time, and that's a secret that I have. Really have to take your time and just go slow. You don't want to go all the way through, because if you go all the way through, not a good situation. All right, so let's get this lined up to the hole, and then we can start drilling this one out. There's the hole, and you go slow. And I kind of rock it back and forth just to chip it away, because it's basically like chipping the wood out from the cabinet. Don't go too far down. Let's take a look at it, see where we're at. You can see the hinge is going to sit in there perfectly. You can see that. So you have to keep going, but go slow. This is definitely not a fast project. It's a very slow project, just so you know. See, I rock it back and forth a little bit to chip away, and that's just how I do it. So it just makes it and just keep checking, because you don't want to go too far. Almost there. This battery needs to be charged, so that's what it's telling me. So I'm gonna do that in a minute. And let's see. Yep, almost there. I think we're actually there. So you can see it takes short work. Clean out the gully, make sure nothing in there, and you can see it's a nice, perfect hole that matches this round part here that sits inside. Almost flush. Gonna keep going. You don't want to go too far. Just, you're better off going slow. Almost. A little bit more. And you'll know when you're there, you can tell. Just clean it up. See how your hinge sits. Just a hair. It's not a fast project, like I said. Just a hair more. Clean it out. Perfect. That is in there perfect. Do a couple pilot holes for the side. Get this fixed, attached on. Do it again on the other side, and you're pretty much done. And you just pretty much attach it to the frame. And that's it. All right. I'm going to drill the other side out. We're going to get it together, and then we're going to put it upstairs and see how it looks. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I appreciate your time. Let's get to finishing up one door and see what happens. Okay, as you can see here, I repeated the process, so I have the second hinge on as well. And I got the first hinge on, second hinge on, and it's just going to basically attach into the cabinet, and that should be it. And let's go see how it looks. Let's go install it. Okay, as you can see, I did replace the hinges with the new ones. I got them installed. They're all set, and you can adjust the pitch. You can adjust the height up and down, so if it's not right, you can adjust that. Also, the pitch in and out. So it's all adjustable. You can do that, but check this out. This is the regular one here. I didn't do this one yet. Watch this. That's the regular one. Now check this out. The new one. Soft close. Look at that. Nice. And you don't see the hinges anymore. All gone. And that's pretty much how you do it. All right, I'm gonna work on the second one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is how you do it. Any questions or any comments, leave down below. Real easy, take your time, don't rush, you can do it. Okay guys, I appreciate it, and I'll see you at the next review.